Okay.
She brushes her teeth every morning. Muy bien.
I love Vaughan. Tell us why you love Vaughan in a video y gana un Daytown por la cara. Cuéntanos en un vídeo por qué te gusta Vaughan y gana un Daytown por la cara. Grábate un vídeo contándonos por qué estás in love with Vaughan, enamorado de Vaughan. Súbelo a Twitter con el hashtag LoveVaughan, lo ve Vaughan, mencionando a @Grupo Vaughan. Anunciaremos el ganador el día 17 de abril. Good luck!
¿Qué es Daytown? Es un Vaughan Town concentrado en un solo e intensísimo día de inmersión en inglés, únicamente en inglés. Vivirás una experiencia única de 10 horas de contacto con el idioma en un hotel de lujo. Pasarás el día con angloparlantes de todas las partes del mundo, conociendo a gente de lo más interesante y practicando tu inglés en situaciones de comunicación reales. Te sorprenderás con todo lo que puedes avanzar tu inglés en un...
Realizarán talleres, actividades, veladas nocturnas y todo ello en inglés. 91 133 5832.
Los cursos trimestrales de Vaughan son ideales para gente que necesita resultados a medio plazo y a un precio asequible. Descúbrelos en grupovaughan.com. Aquí comienza Inglés Online TVE.
All right, everybody, hello. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program Inglés Online. Online, TVE. It's interesting because in Spanish, you've adopted the word online. You don't say en línea. But I think when I'm not an expert, I'm not an internet historian, but I think when the internet started, I heard the term en línea. ¿Se dice así alguna vez? En línea. Estamos en... No. Antes sí, ¿no? Yeah, en línea, online. So Inglés Online, I'm following the content of the online, of the course that broadcasts a lesson if you connect to the YouTube channel, just like Maria Pilar. Hello, Maria Pilar. How are you? She says, hi, Kyle. Have a nice weekend. You too. You too. And hi, Kyle, and hello, folks, says Valentino. I like that greeting. That's cool. Oscar's there again. He says, hi, everybody. I'm again in my favorite program. Oh, yeah. Nice. Oscar. Cool. Thank you, sir. Where are you at, Oscar? Where are you? I forget. I get confused because people are all over the world here. Antonio says, hello, everybody. And Oscar says, can you say on air? Claro. We're on air, of course. We're on air. And estamos en aire. We're on air. That's right. And we have that's why you'll see the red light. On air, live. And we are live we're live on a lot of platforms, on about 8 different radio frequencies around Spain on Vaughan Radio, right? 88.2 in Valladolid, 100.4 in Madrid, 96.0 in Zaragoza, 91.8 in Vigo, 104.7 in Valencia, 97.3 in Bilbao, 106.0 in Santander, Vaughan Radio, the Vaughan Radio app, right? The Vaughan Radio app, the TDT, la TDT, the vaughanradio.com, youtube.com. Es que no tienes excusa. We're everywhere. Estamos en todos lados. But yeah, you can find us and enjoy the visual aspect of today's program on YouTube with the channel Inglés Online TVE. Oscar's there from Mexico. He says, I'm in Mexico. Cool. Dudanel, Kyle, my favorite teacher and my favorite radio station. Oh, thank you. That's flattering. Thank you very much. Maria says, hello, everybody. Today I can't follow the program. I don't know why. Maybe because it's Friday. Well, it's the best thing to do on a Friday, no? Es lo mejor del viernes. El mejor del viernes, no? It's the best thing. Is the show, isn't it? Muy bonito, sí, señor. Claro que sí. Claro que sí. Javier, with an X, says, hi, Kyle. I've just discovered your program. Great. I'm in Barcelona. Thank you. Cool. People all over the place. Thank you so much, Javier, for connecting. Antonio says, what a memory. I remember all the radio stations. Yeah, well, I try my best to remember the frequencies. Yeah. Anyway, enough of my chatting. Let's begin, everybody, with today's beginner content.
Nivel básico.
Básico. Basic. Well, we don't really say basic. I'd say beginner. Essential, I like to say. Essential, because even if you have an advanced level, you have to, hay que llegar a dominar lo básico. You have to master the basics. Master it. Front to back, forwards, backwards, inside out. I want you to know this stuff. The sentence today from class number 70, the beginner sentence is, how many people are there? ¿Cuánta gente hay? ¿En la oficina? Pues no sé. How many? Now, in the room in front of me, there are a lot of people. You see, you can't see because the way the camera is positioned, but there's a room in front of me, a break room, and there are people having coffees and getting snacks from a vending machine. There's a break room. And how many people are there? ¿Cuánta gente hay? How many people are there? And there are, I don't know, there are quite a few people there in the room, right? How many people are there? I think there are about 12 people in the room. Now, there are a lot of people in our office now as well. There are a lot of people in the office. That's right. In fact, right now is probably the busiest, it is, I would say, right now is the busiest time of the week for our office in Madrid. There are, how many rooms are there? How many classrooms are there? I think there are about 90 classrooms. And there are hundreds of students here now. There are hundreds of people in this office now studying English at this time. So our question, ¿cuánta gente hay? How many people are there? How many people? People are. How many people are there? There are, I don't know, but in the office right now, how many would you say? Maybe 200 in the office? Yeah, Juanjo says there are probably 200. I think there are probably 200 people because right now is the busiest time, would you say? Juanjo, ahora mismo, the busiest time of the week, Friday afternoon. It's full. The classrooms are full of students. There are a lot of people. There are a lot of people. Just in the room in front of me, people having a coffee, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 12 people. There are. Okay. So the question, how many people are there? Excuse me, what do you want to know? The indirect question. ¿Qué quieres saber? What do you want to know? I want to know how many people there are. Direct question, how many people are there? There are 12 people. In the studio, there is one person. Well, there is another person behind me. It's Juanjo, everybody. Juanjo and I. There he is. The one and only. El mismísimo, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. There he is. Celebrating his Friday. Yes. Anyway, how many people are there? Now, the chat, Juanjo, the chat is exploding today with comments. People are talking about a lot of things. Belen says, good evening, Kyle and everybody. Yeah, thank you very much. Valentina says, Juanjo is doing a great job. I can see him just behind you, Kyle. There he is, Valentino, sending his love. And Yolanda says, we were missing the top of your head. We could think you... Can you see the top of my head, or is it missing? Should I adjust the camera, Juanjo, or is it good? I don't know. Oscar says, how many people are watching this transmission? I don't know. This broadcast. I'm not sure. You know, we get... The live feed gets some people, but then the rebroadcast, we get a lot more. So a lot of people will see this later. Maria Pilar says, hi, Javier. Can't you he says, do you can't. You know somebody there, do you can't. Can you? And the negative, can't you get the signal today? I'm not getting anything, and I'm in Barcelona too. So Maria Pilar's not getting the signal. Well, maybe it's your internet connection, Maria. I'm sorry, I don't know. Yolanda says, all the audience will fit in that room. Yes, a big room. We all fit. That's true. The audience. Anyway, Marcel Mann says, hi, everybody. Since now, I support the Toronto Blue Jays. Yeah. Nice. I support the Toronto Blue Jays, but soccer is easier. Real Madrid wins again and again. It's true. Toronto Blue Jays, yes, my baseball team. They didn't play last night, but they'll play again tonight. Antonio says, one question. Every night at 12 o'clock, I listen to David Waddell on the radio, and listeners participate. How can I participate? Twitter, Facebook? Well, David's shows are repeated, so David is not live. But many shows, including mine, you can always join me on Twitter. I'm Kyle Miller. I-M-Kile-Millar. I'm Kyle Miller is the name on Twitter. You can participate anytime or send me a message anytime on Twitter. Dudonel says, how many hair are in his head? I don't know what you mean. I mean, how much hair? Whose head? My head? I don't know. Can't you tell? Juanjo wants a beer because it's Friday. Maybe, right? He does want... He says, yeah. Yes, Belen says, Oscar, yes. Belen says, Antonio, you can't participate because those shows are reruns. That's true. Inglés, yes. Oscar, you know it. That's right. He does want a beer. Yes. All right. It is Friday. I'm kind of feeling like a beer myself. Yeah. Me apetece, no? Me apetece. All right. Anyway.
¿Qué onda?
Yeah. Let's move on. Let's move ahead, everybody. Why don't we push forward with today's intermediate content?
Nivel intermedio.
Intermediate, everybody. Our intermediate level here. Are you able to drive for 6 hours? Are you able to? ¿Eres capaz de? Are you able to drive for 6 hours without taking a break? Sin descansar. Tomar un descanso. To take a break. To break. To take a break. Are you able to? ¿Eres capaz de conducir 6 horas sin descansar? Without taking a break. I've done that. It's very common in Canada to go long distances. Without taking a break, 6 hours is about my limit. 6 hours is my limit, I would say. Are you able to? ¿Eres capaz de conducir? Are you able to drive? Think of this sentence. Are you able to drive 6 hours without taking a break? ¿Eres capaz de conducir 6 horas sin parar, sin un descanso, without a break, without taking a break? I've done some long trips in my time. I did to drive across Canada. It takes about 5 days, not hours, days. 5 días to cross Canada. I've done it. I haven't done the whole. I've done actually only about 60% of it in a drive from Manitoba, Winnipeg, Manitoba, which I consider the West, but it's really actually like central Canada, to Nova Scotia. And I spent about 4 days doing that. 10 hours a day for 4 days, 40 hours. Actually, maybe more. No, more than probably 50 hours. But to drive the whole country is probably 75 hours, 70 or 75 hours. It's very long drive. So here, eres capaz de, are you able to drive for 6 hours without taking a break? I love road trips. Maybe call it a road trip. If you go to, when you're going on a holiday by car, a road trip. And sometimes for me on road trips, the most fun is actually, believe it or not, in the car. Seeing a lot of different things, seeing different sights, and visiting different places. Are you able to drive for 6 hours without taking a break is the sentence. That's a good question. People are writing in. There's some questions about hair. Now, hair is uncountable. So, for example, my hair is growing back. If I get a short haircut, it will eventually grow back. It will. Uncountable. Now, you could say los pelos. Oh, there are two hairs fell onto the table. Right. But generally speaking, on your head, you consider your hair, tu pelo, to be uncountable. Right? Yolanda says, you're feeling like a beer? You don't look like one. Yeah, me apetece. I feel like. Me apetece. I feel like a beer. Yeah. I don't look like one. Claro que sí. Yeah. Like Tino. He's been having a beer for 2 weeks. He'll be back, though. Were you born in Toronto, says Marcel Mann. And were you born in Toronto? No, I wasn't. I wasn't born in Toronto. I was born in Nova Scotia on the east coast of Canada. Yeah, I was born. I was born in Nova Scotia, which is a small rural province on the east coast of Canada. But it is a beautiful place. Yolanda says, Toronto entero. Yeah, if I had... Every time I tell someone I'm from Canada, they tell me the same joke. I think I've heard it 1,000 times. What can you hear? What can you see from the famous CN Tower? Used to be it is a tower in Toronto. It used to be the tallest building in the world. And there's a famous joke, which is, what can you see when you go up the CN Tower? And the answer, Toronto entero. Right? Yeah. True. I've heard that a lot, but it's a good one. It's a good joke. Maria Pilar says, oh, what a miracle. Now I can see and hear the show perfectly. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're here, Maria. Maria Pilar, thank you for joining us. I'm glad you're with us today. Now, at least, Javier says at least, but it should be at last. Por fin would be at last. Not at least, but at last. Dudonel, are you able to fall in love with the first sight? At first sight, to fall in love, that's kind of a rhetorical question. Do you mean me personally, or does it exist? Love at first sight. Amor a primera vista. What do you think? Why don't we talk to our local love expert, Juanjo?
Pues claro que sí.
¿Es posible? Yeah, he says, claro que sí. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess the if the person is right, why not? I guess. Sure. Javier says, sorry, and thank you for your correction. No, you don't have to be sorry. That's what I'm here for. Por eso estoy. Right? That's what I'm here for. Okay. We're going to move on, everybody. We've got a few minutes. We have 7 minutes left, though, but we're going to push forward with today's advanced content.
Nivel avanzado.
Advanced. Has anyone been able to get through to Mike? Hey, has anyone been able to get through to Mike? It looks as if he's not coming. Parece que. Right? Parece que no viene. It seems like he's not coming. It looks like he's not coming. It looks like. Has anyone been able to? So we've seen the structure, to be able to. Are you able to drive for 6 hours? Eres capaz de. And then, has anyone been able to get through to Mike? Now, so to get through to is establish contact, often by phone, right? So I'm calling. I pick up my phone and I call someone, or I have the phone here. In fact, this phone, I can't get through to anyone with this phone because I don't even think it's plugged in. It doesn't work. Does this phone work, Juanjo? Does this telephone work? It does, but I don't get any dial tone. I'm trying to call, but I can't get through to him. I can't get through. So imagine I'm trying to call my brother and I can't get through to him. In fact, I was trying to call my brother earlier today and I had trouble getting through to him. Establishing contact, to get through to someone. We also have the phrasal verb to put through. So you call the receptionist, you call an office and say, I'd like to speak to Mr. Jones, please. And the receptionist may say, I'll put you through to him, which is like pasando la llamada, passing the call through, putting the call through. So that she or he, they may put you through to that person, but you may or may not get through to them. So they put me through, they put my call through, but I wasn't able to get through to them because they weren't in the office, right? So there is a difference to put through and to get through to someone. So has anyone been able to get through to Mike? Has anyone been able to establish contact with Mike? It looks as if he's not coming. Parece que no viene. It looks as if. Right? As if. Which is a good structure. Sometimes I look as if I haven't slept in a week. Ugh. Kyle, you look tired. You look like you haven't slept in a week. You look as if you're hungry. You look as if you haven't had a haircut for a long time. As if. Sometimes my brother speaks to me as if he were my boss. Como si fuera. As if he were my boss. That's not true. That's not really true, though, but grammatically, okay? As if. So it looks as if he's not coming. It's like saying, parece que, it seems like he's not coming. It looks as if he's not coming. So we're saying, has anyone been able to speak to him? Has anyone been able to get through to Mike? It looks as if he's not coming. Okay. Belen says, your hair is perfect, Kyle. Well, thank you very much. Pero qué guapetón. Bueno, llevo tiempo working on my hair. Yes. Ilona says his hairs, in fact. But yeah, his hair, when we consider it uncountable, right? The hair. Valentino. Tino and Juanjo are interchangeable. Either one is awesome. Juanjo or another. There you go. And yeah, the jingle. Yes. Goes the jingle. Valentino says, thank you for answering me. You are very kind. I will search for some information about Nueva Scotia. We say in English, Nova Scotia, which is Latin, but that's the way we say it, Nova Scotia. Beautiful place. Check it out. Go into YouTube and you'll find lots of nice videos. Juanjo and Tino are the best by far, says Dudonel. Oh, they're very good. They're very good. We got the great ones here. That's right. Has anyone been able to scratch the back with the knee? I don't even know where to begin with that question. Dudonel, Kyle, as you're tired, you should hit the sack. Expression, to hit the sack, which is to go to bed. Valentino says, Nacho, Tino, and Juanjo are all awesome disc jockeys. There you go, DJs. Yep. Jaime de la Cruz says, I drove from New London, Connecticut to Niagara Falls during 7.5 hours. Cuidado. No se dice during. It took me 7.5 hours. This is a common mistake. I went to, let's say, I went to Barcelona during the summer. I went to Barcelona for 2 days. You see, during places an action into a period. For tells us how long it lasted. I went to the dentist during March. I was in his office for 30 minutes. You see that? Okay, we're just about out of time, everybody. I want to thank you for listening to the Friday edition, class number 70. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. For those of you who chose to connect on YouTube, I'll be back on Monday with another show, number 71. Thanks for your questions and your participation, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Descubre, aprende. Esto es Vaughan Radio. Sobre los programas enfocados a empresas, llama al 911335831 y nuestros compañeros te darán más información. De aprender inglés, de mejorar, de aumentar tu nivel, ya nos ocupamos nosotros. Pero tienes que llamar antes, 911335831.
¿Y a ti? ¿Se te hace cuesta arriba el inglés? Clases 100% método Vaughan para todos los niveles que te darán el empujón que necesitas para vencer todas tus dificultades con el idioma. Más información en el 911335833 o en grupovaughan.com.
Y aquí en su currículo dice que es usted Susana de la Tormenta de la Casa Targaryen, primera de su nombre que no arde, reina